Hey everyone, welcome back to Trail Talks, the podcast where we talk about growth, the messy, the beautiful, and everything in between. I'm your host, Kelly Kruger, founder of Kelly Michelle Coaching, where we focus on mindset, emotional intelligence, and leadership, all grounded in real life and real science. And joining me is my co-host and partner in growth, founder of Leading People LLC, Tara Stinnett, a leadership trainer and facilitator who brings insight, curiosity, and real-world perspective to every episode. So wherever you're listening from today, we're glad you're here, and thank you for joining us on the trail. Hey everyone, welcome back to Trail Talks. I am honored to welcome Ericka Kelly to episode 13. Ericka is a retired Air Force senior enlisted leader who served as the 17th Command Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Reserve Command and as the senior enlisted advisor to the Chief of the Air Force Reserve, representing leadership at the highest executive level of the military. She brings more than 27 years of experience in government management and law enforcement, including work as a criminal investigator with the Departments of Justice and Homeland Security, and has received national recognition from the United States Congress for her leadership and credibility. And her service continues. She continues that leadership as the CEO and owner of Ericka Kelly Enterprises. She serves as a global speaker, executive coach, leadership trainer, and author. This episode is all about Ericka, her journey, her philosophy, and the lessons she's learned along the way. Please welcome our dear friend, Ericka Kelly.
Yay! Welcome. That she's saying that. I was just going to say that. It's crazy that she's literally tying 3 of our last episodes into one statement.
Awesome.
We talked about time and busy doesn't mean productive. We talked about feeling the F word and how it's okay to feel and it's okay to sit in that for a minute and to work through it, and that just emotions are okay. Everything doesn't have to be fine all the time. You just have to cope and work through it. She's like literally captured it all in one.
For a long time, for our lives, we thought our feelings were facts. And we talked about emotional intelligence last week, and emotions, feelings, and intelligence. It's understanding feelings and what you're going through. And they're not facts, but understand why you're having the feelings that you're feeling. And sometimes you just got to go through them and not around them.
So can I share something about emotions? I'm telling you, I like to preach. What's going on?
Why we love being on the radio.
Say no.
Yes.
Just say no so I can be quiet. But
No, please do.
I have stuff to say. Just because of my journey of always investing and always looking at self-growth as a healing mechanism. But this is what I know. I know that the thinking mind, the conscious mind, is this beautiful logic that sometimes lies to us. Because the reality of us changing, like when we say, well, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to say that, and then next week or that same afternoon, we're saying it and we're doing it. It's like, gosh, I did it again. However, sometimes we say, I need to change the results. I need to change the behavior. And that is not what we need to change. So the conscious mind is thinking, however, where all the programming is the subconscious. So something happens and it bypasses the thinking and it goes to the program.
Yeah.
And if we only have one program, then this happens, you do this. And the body starts vibrating, emotions arise, and those emotions then make us take an action step that creates a result. So if we can find those files, and we're not going to get rid of the files. The files are there.
Yeah.
Those files of a 5-year-old are there, here. However, can I create, now that I have named it, can I create other files so I can have other options? So if something happens, I don't just go to one thing. I have a choice.
Yeah, we can choose our files.
Choose the files. And also sometimes I got so angry, right? Talking about emotions. Brothers and sisters, We are the CEO of our mind. We control our emotions. Our emotions are advisors. And if you can say to anger, thank you so much, I can see why anger, you are showing up right now. However, I need to manage the situation differently. We control our emotions. Emotions are advisors.
It's interesting what you just did. You talked to your emotion. And we've talked about that last week, that when you remove yourself from the emotion and you name it just like you did, it's almost like we're talking about our emotion, talking to our emotions. Like, I can't believe I feel like this right now.
Right.
But I talk to my emotions all the time.
Yeah.
And I thank them. Thank you for being here. Thank you for
That's
showing up.
great.
Thank you for trying to keep me safe. Thank you for trying to protect me. However, I'm deciding to work this out this way. And the
I love
emotion
that.
goes, okay.
I
And
love
it
it.
scurries away. I love that.
Wow,
Thank you for being here.
it makes so much sense.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so going back to the book, what inspired you guys to write this book?
I was retiring from the military. Lefford is a great friend. He also is like you and I, Kelly. He also is a Maxwell coach. And he knew about me. He was a wing command chief,
Mm-hmm.
but he knew about me. And so
Yeah.
he looked me up as a Maxwell teammate. And then we became friends. And as I'm retiring, he says, what are you going to do now? Are you going to write a book? And he was talking about a book about my journey,
Story.
my
Mhm.
childhood, the journey from eating ants all the way to the Pentagon. Okay. And I said, Lefford, I appreciate that. But just like when they said, tell your story verbally, I said, I need to put that together where I do justice to whoever's going to read the book. And then he goes, okay, then. And I, again, perfect excuse. And I pushed it to the side. And then he reaches out because he's a coach, right? And he's my friend. He goes, what about if we do a leadership book, chief to chief? And I go, because the paradigms of, I don't know how to write a book, I don't know how to publish, how much is it going to cost? I mean, it's like all these questions, right? And he goes, I already have a couple of books published. How about you and I do this? How about we do it together so you learn how? So whenever you decide to publish another book, you already know how. And I'm like, thank you, brother. So the original book was going to be just the two of us talking, me as an immigrant becoming MatchCom command chief and the senior enlisted advisor, and him being from the South, African American, becoming a wing chief, and all the things that he had to go through from his perspective. And then as we are brainstorming the book, we thought, why don't we do something completely different? And we interview chiefs at the wing level, at the squadron level, at the NAF level. That's what we did. So that's where persistence became an acronym because we gave different chiefs different chapters.
Yeah, I love it. Passion, excellence, resiliency, significance, identity, service, transformation, enthusiasm, noble, compassionate, and encourager. That's awesome.
Some chiefs got 2 chiefs for 1 chapter, but
Yeah.
it's
to see
pretty
that.
awesome. Mhm.
What is one thing you would say after someone reading this book that they would take away from persistence?
I think that it goes back to something that Kelly said earlier, and that is, and I think maybe you said it too, we all have a unique journey. Our lives are our lives. It's not like, oh my gosh, I don't have your story. Of course you don't. You have yours. And I think the book showcases chiefs in the Air Force, right? So that E9 grade in, and specifically the Air Force, and it's a reflection of all of them having one person in that military journey that gave them a hand. So two things. One is that one person that took the time, used the energy to say, I'm here, and gave them a hand. And number two, them us being strong enough, courageous enough to, for a second, change our awareness of our situation and accept the guidance.
Yeah.
Accept the guidance of that person that might be a year ahead of us, 2 steps ahead of us. Nonetheless, they're showcasing to us a different reality. And we are courageous enough to say, I see it. Thank you. I accept the help.
Okay.
Yeah, I go through and look at kind of what resonates with me the most given my journey and especially over the last few years. And I love I love them all. I think the one that kind of spoke the loudest was the identity with Chief Toberman. And it was because for years, even as a child, as a teenager, like I always thought I had to be somebody else. And I didn't even know who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And in the military too, it was, I always thought I couldn't be me and I had to be somebody else. And it wasn't until when I really started learning coaching and emotional intelligence and sitting with myself
Mm-hmm.
that I started actually knowing who Kelly was and being okay with it and loving myself and not wanting to be somebody else. And he says in here, you have to understand yourself first. And that's the most important step in leading yourself. And I think John Maxwell says it too. You can't give what you don't have.
Yes.
It all starts with you. And you is knowing who you are. What do you value? What is your purpose? And we also talked about personality assessment. What color are you in the 4 lenses, Ericka?
I used to be. I mean, because again, it's self-growth and self-development. And so when I first took the 4 lenses, I was gold, like off the chart gold, nothing else. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no wonder, right? Because I was just so focused on, I
Yeah.
got to prove myself. I got to
The
self
gold is the structure, right? The goal is the goal.
That's the structure analytical. I think it's
Yeah.
the gold
Okay.
is the one that is a driving force. So you have a personal problem, I don't care, because there's a mission that we need to accomplish. But I don't, no excuse, because again, how we survive. No, you want to tell me a sad story? No sad stories to Sergeant Kelly. And so I was very gold. And then I morphed into very gold, very green. So now I'm telling people what they need to do without even looking at the big picture. And now I'm analytical. So now I'm very black and white. And because the black and white allows me then to be even more direct. So my military career was a process. I think I needed to be gold at the beginning because I needed that force, that fuel, in order for me to have enough strength to prove that I could wear the uniform. Otherwise, I would have folded in half.
Yeah.
Right? If I would have been orange or blue. Mm-hmm. And now I navigate. Now I go through all of them. And again, the three of us, the more we learn, the more awareness we get, and the more we can shift our energy depending on the environment.
And
You're getting all my secrets, Kelly.
Tara, did you want to, well, I don't want to talk too much about the book because people need to go get it, but it's awesome.
No,
I love it. And I love anytime somebody uses an acronym. I never get sick of
Same.
acronyms. I never
I
get
do
sick
love
of it.
acronyms.
It helps me understand things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I wanted to say what resonated with me. So I didn't pick a certain acronym, like a letter. I jumped straight to resiliency because of my current position in the military. I'm the resiliency integrator and first sergeant. So I just wanted to read what they had to say. But as I was reading through some of the other letters, there was a trend. And that's what I liked about it. Everyone hinted on or said how much the people matter and how much building relationships matter and inclusion matters. And I love that because that's the type of leader that I aspire to be. And I think one of the quotes was, the Air Force redeemed me, not the typical Air Force, not missiles and planes, but the people. And then someone said relationships are foundations to everything, about how important it is to be in balance, to be resilient. And all of the chiefs talked about the people and not resonate with me. And I think it resonated with me now because of a situation that I've been in recently where I felt saved. I don't know that I was saved, but I was in a situation that was tough and I was ready to quit. I'm the resilient integrator. Like, how are you going to quit? You're supposed to be resilient. It's outside of this. And I was not in the best space. I wasn't showing up the best because of the situation I was in. But every single chief, every single SEL helped me. They lended a hand. Everyone in my entire wing, across Air Force Reserve Command, came to help me, to talk to me, to check on me, see how I'm doing. And I was like, well, thank goodness that I showed up for them when they needed it. And thank God that I made these relationships because who knows where I'd be at right now concerning the situation that I was in. So I think that resonated with me, but I did like that every single chief talked about the people because the people aren't good, the mission doesn't get taken care of.
At all levels of chiefness in the book, right? It didn't matter
Yes.
what office they
Yep.
were serving as chiefs. They all went to the people's side of the equation.
Yeah. Every single person should be valued.
Of course. And that's where sometimes leadership fails.
Mhm.
And leadership fails by making assumptions. Leadership fails by not asking for clarity. And leadership fails when we see the situation only from our perspective and not have the strength to get up and go to the other side of the table and see what perspective the person across from you has, because their picture of reality is different than yours. I mean, I remember, and you were part of that console, remember, Kelly, where I, as the chief, I was looking at reality from the information that I was getting. But I needed the perspective of all those chiefs in that room. And we didn't agree always, but I needed to have that different perspective in order for me to make the best educated decision to serve the most people at the time. And once we get tunnel vision and we think that we have arrived, that there's not another day of growth because we are it, I think that that's when we start dying.
Yeah, I remember that about you, and I always appreciated that you made me always feel like I had a seat at the table. And
Oh.
regardless if my advice was taken or not, you always asked for it. And it was sometimes even, Kelly, can you come up to my office?
Mhm.
And you always wanted to hear it. And it's how people feel. I mean, we're going to talk about feelings. Like, how do we make our airmen feel? How do we make each other feel? And my nervous system always felt good. And it is about that. It is. Yeah, I actually talked about that with squadron commanders yesterday. I was doing the development lesson and we talked about biases and then also how we assume, people should know certain things. And then we take a different approach and not assume, but maybe it's our system. Let's look at our system. Let's look at our environment first before we apply these assumptions and biases. And it was a good conversation.
And it's interesting that we need to hear it over and over again. Otherwise, we will continue to go to what's familiar to us, what's comfortable to us. And what's comfortable to us is how we see reality. But that doesn't mean that that's how the next person sees reality.
Yeah, I mean, we've all
Yes.
walked different paths.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
So
and
you,
our definitions are our definitions.
Yeah.
so you talked about how Kelly felt invited to the table and that at what point in your career did you go from gold where, oh, you've got a sad story, don't tell me, and you changed it. What part of your career did you realize that it was important for people to have a seat at the table? It's
Yeah, I
important
think
for you to
that,
ask.
yes, absolutely. I think that it was when I was able to breathe, when I had the freedom to tell my story. Remember, for many years, I lived in a lie because I was wearing a uniform that I adored, a uniform that I respected. And I was in survival mode in the military because I truly believe that if people learned that I wasn't perfect that they would literally kick me out.
Mm.
Like, you are, because remember that 5-year-old still with me, right? You're not worthy. You have zero value. You were abandoned for a reason. You're nothing. So if I lived in that bubble of lying, then that gave me an identity of worth.
Mm.
However, when I started telling my story, that gave me the strength, literally, of breathing and really enjoying the air that's coming into my body to give me life. And then being able to say, tell me your story.
Yeah.
Tell me your story. I remember at the command, different wings, different squadrons. I remember the commander, you got a minute, right? We all heard that before. You got a minute? Yes. Like the door closes. Da, 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 da. Awesome. And then 5 minutes later, right? The janitor is like, do you have a minute? I do.
Mhm.
And then he or she only wants to talk about the plans that I have in my office and the plans they have.
Yeah.
And then they leave, right? And I'm thinking, man, am I blessed or what? To be able to move a mission, because the mission needs to move forward.
Mhm.
But at the same time, have that capacity. Now, I'm not saying it be from a bragging point of view. I'm saying it from a giftedness point of view, where we are able to connect with another human, that their presence is valuable to us and our presence is valuable to them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I love that. I know in my office, I sit in military and family readiness. I'm the first sergeant. I just sit in there, and people come in all the time just to vent. And I just love that they're that comfortable to come in and have a safe space and feel comfortable to sit in our office. Like they'll come and sit 30 minutes. Come on in. We got a TV for them. If that's what you need, please come in and do that. And I love that they feel that comfortable to do so. It makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Well, you're providing safety.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
that's it. People want to feel safe
Mm.
and psychological safety. Your office to them is probably their safe space, whereas maybe out there somewhere else is the unknown.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And one thing that is interesting now that I'm out of the military and out of law enforcement, I remember taking a course in coaching in Europe where we were doing a values exercise, because we, Air Force values, organizational values, but what are your personal values, right? So again, going inside. So one of my values, top 3 values, let's say, is safety. But you
Mhm.
knowing my story, right?
Yeah.
You know my story. You get it why safety is one of my values, right?
Yeah.
My personal values. However, people don't get it. People that again see the bio,
Yeah.
see the suit, they safety you. And then I go, I think that's why I went into the military. I think, I'm
Yeah.
psychoanalyzing myself. I think that's why I went into law enforcement. One, because I didn't want anyone in the world to hurt me again. So guess what? I got a gun. I needed the military because I needed that cohesive family in which I was accepted. Finally, as a human, I was accepted, and now I was protected. I was safe. But most people, depending on what assumption they have of what it means to serve in the military, they're like, you feel safe in the military? And I'm like, absolutely 100%. You felt safe in law enforcement? Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Mhm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wow.
that's kind of a good segue into identity beyond the uniform.
Oh, well, let's do it.
Oh,
You
her
ready
next
for that,
book,
Kel?
her next one, Take Charge of Your Military Transition. So I started going through some of this, and this is where I took a note about your disc. You have both disc and emotional intelligence, like all the good stuff. Chapter 3, communication mastery, because really this is about, at least part of it, it really is about understanding yourself and believing in
Always.
yourself and knowing yourself as you
Mhm.
make that transition.
Mhm.
Um, And chapter 3 is that communication mastery. It's leverage your personality and behavior. So it's taking those personality assessments and understanding who you are, how you communicate. I thought, yeah, I saw that you were conscientiousness. So you were C in the disc, and your kids were D. So they were
Yes.
dominant and steadiness. So tell
Mhm.
me about that and
Oh
how
my
you guys,
gosh.
how you,
I'm telling you right now, I am so glad that I became a disc consultant. I am so glad that I talk so much about communication now, because again, we don't know what we don't know.
yeah,
And being again that very structure, see, that's very analytical, very methodical, black and white, right, wrong, not a lot of gray area. Then what happened with my babies is that I wanted to make them clones of me.
yeah.
And I did not realize that the D, rebellious, saying, "No, mommy, I don't think so." And I'm like, "Oh, yes, I think so." That visionary personality. I mean, he's a visionary. He doesn't want chains. And I was chaining him. And the minute that I realized that, and I just let him fly and be himself, it was like the best gift that I gave me, because I was becoming a better mom. And my little S's are there to help, are there to serve, are there
Mm-hmm.
to say yes to everything. So my little Sean, his name is Sean. I go, "Sean, I need you to do this." "Yes, mom." "I need you to do that." "Yes, mom." And I thought, perfect child.
Yeah, yeah,
I have
yeah.
this big monster that says no to everything, and I have this angel that says yes to everything. And what I didn't realize, ladies, is that beautiful. I was breaking my beautiful S, because
Mm.
he wanted to say no, mom,
He needed the harmony. He needed, yeah, yeah. He
but
needed the relational harmony.
he needed to say yes because he wanted to be accepted by me. And my D, my dominant child, wanted for me to see his worth and his strength, and he didn't want to be controlled. So my two sons and we have an amazing relationship. As a matter of fact, we, different conversation, but we own a business together, the three of us.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. Good for you.
Mhm.
Tara,
Yeah.
Tara, have you ever taken the disc?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay. So
why.
you might be the
Uh,
social.
High
yeah.
relations. Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the PDP assessment.
Yeah.
And it kind of has similarities. And I was high dominance and high inclusion or something,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
but
a
not the
C
yes
too.
man. I'm
When,
gonna
when,
ask questions and challenge you.
when my Jordan, I mean, he's 6, but I might just start giving him personality assessments now. I think he's dominant.
Are you a consultant, Kelly?
I am for disc. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you have the youth disc.
Oh, okay. I, I don't know if I have
If,
access to.
if you don't have it, let me know,
Okay.
because then you don't have to have a code. You don't have to go into the computer. That's about that computerized assessment, maybe 13 up.
Mm.
But there is one where they just say, "Do you like your room clean?" "Yes."
Oh,
"No."
yeah.
"Do you like when your mommy tells you what to do?" "No." "Yes." So it's literally driven for kids,
Yeah.
this little assessment. And so it's for you as a parent to know if that child has a different style than you do, and you can then obviously glue in to helping that child. But it also, that assessment can be given to school counselors.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And then,
Mm.
if your child is an S, is like they don't want to answer out loud, not because they don't know, is because it's not part of their personality to put them on the spot in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Right. And
Yeah.
and I, like Tara, would go, "Yeah, I'll answer the question," but an S wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll send it to you
Yeah.
if you don't have it.
I
Yeah.
love it.
We have interesting children, Kelly and I. They're
Mm.
close in age. And my kid, when he had the school assessment, told the teacher he didn't know his name. And I said, "Ma'am, he knows his full name. He's just messing with you." Like he just, yeah, we have interesting kids.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't do personality assessments with them, so I just go by his horoscope, and he's a Leo.
Oh, so likes a lot of attention. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'll send you, if you don't have it, Kelly, I'll send it to you because I do that assessment a lot because I went through it. And so I know how much as a mom, it helped me to be a better mom
Yeah.
with my two sons.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom always tells me, you're too hard on him. You're too hard on Let him be a kid. Because I'm a C. I like rule. I like law.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
order.
Yes.
And sometimes I forget that not everybody is like me. And
Correct.
next month is relationships, and I look forward to that because my partner and I are very, very different, and we've had to do all that communication mastery to understand each other. It's very interesting once you start taking all the assessments, all the different assessments. And my team at work and I do it. We've done 5 voices disc.
And emotional intelligence assessments.
Yeah.
Sometimes are a little bit more pricey than the other platforms, but
Mhm.
man, those assessments are pretty incredible too.
Yeah, I love it. Should we take a detour?
We should take a detour.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Let's
Mhm.
get to know Ericka on a little bit more of a personal level. Nothing heavy, just fun, just kick back, and we just want to get to know you a little bit. We like to have fun on our detours.
Okay.
So we are hopping off the trail, taking a detour, and I think Tara was going to get started.
Yes, I have some warm-up questions for you.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with an easy one. What's your guilty pleasure food?
Oh, always Snicker bars. Always. I'm telling you, I have a box full and I have like 3 right here. Right here. It's like, you did a good job today. Mama.
Get the Snickers. So you don't only need it when you're hungry, huh?
No. I eat it just celebration points.
Oh, good.
Snickers
All
are good.
right. Kelly, are you going to answer these too?
No, stick with Ericka.
Fine. Okay, we already know that. What music do you listen to?
Christian music.
Christian music?
Yeah, I mean, the more I grow, the more I need peace and quiet. But in my life journey, I listen to country, I listen to rock, I listen to all kinds of music. But now I meditate a lot. So I listen to just the sound of sound waves sometimes,
Yeah.
just to have that white noise. And if I'm going to listen to music, I usually listen to Christian music.
Good.
Okay. I love a good meditation. It's how I wake up every morning. I love it. Okay. Do you have time to unwind? Do
I
you
do.
unwind at all? Okay, good.
I do because when I retired, guess what Ericka Kelly did? I wanted to reproduce the chaos of the stress that I was coming from.
Oh, okay.
And I caught myself saying, I'm creating the same stress level. And so I was very intentional at now running my business, taking care of me, meaning I sleep well, I eat, I exercise. And then the other piece of the puzzle, my sons are grown. However, I do have a special needs brother, the little one that my grandma went to pick up.
Okay.
He is special needs. He lives with me. And so I have guardianship of my brother and conservatorship over my mother.
Okay. So with that being said, what's your go-to comfort TV show or guilty pleasure show?
I like Japanese cartoons in Netflix.
Nice.
What do you watch on Netflix?
Well, I watch all of them, but there's one that's I don't even remember the name. It's 5, and it's just an adventure cartoon, Ruto, and where there's little warriors that never die.
Aw.
I'm watching it, right? It's
Yeah.
like, so no, I love it.
Okay. And maybe one more. Let's see. We were talking about your coffee. So, okay. If you pick up a book for just enjoyment, not work, what kind of book is it?
I don't see my work as work. I see my work as enjoyment.
That's
So
beautiful.
a book that I have with me at all times, but I say at all times, and it's not, it is in front of me.
Yes.
Thinking we're rich.
Yeah,
So
I think you talk about that in this one.
I'm telling you, it has made the most millionaires in the world. It has been a piece of leadership since the Depression. And as a matter of fact, I fell in love with Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, to the point that I am now a faculty. I'm a teacher. If you want to give me a title, I'm a teacher for the Napoleon Hill Foundation,
Mm,
and I teach Think and Grow Rich.
wow.
Oh, wow.
So this is a book, Tara and Kelly, that I read every day. So this is what I'm learning. The more I want to share. We don't, or we shouldn't. Can I use that word? Shouldn't. I'm using it. Read a book and then say, "Oh yeah, I read it." The question is, how did that book change you?
Yeah.
And if the book didn't change you, that means you need to read it again and again and again and again, because books that are really good books should be studied.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you two ladies know about who Bob Proctor is. Bob.
Yes, I love Bob Proctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So Bob Proctor, for 60 some years, and
Mhm.
even when he was in the hospital or at home dying, he had Think and Grow Rich next to him. He did
Mm.
not go anywhere without studying Napoleon Hill. So if you're going to say, summarize it to one book, Think and Grow Rich.
Okay.
All right. I'm getting it. I'm ordering it tonight.
I know, right? Sold.
Can I share? Can I share? Can I share? I'm telling you, I'm telling you all my secrets. But okay, so Spanish is my first language, English, and now I'm learning Italian. So this is what I'm doing, because I've been studying Thinking We're Rich for the last 3 years, maybe. And Lefford Fate was the one that introduced me to Napoleon Hill, by the way. But this is what I'm doing. It's so exciting. I'm thinking 2026, I'm going to do this because I read one chapter a day. And then I take a week off and then I start again, one chapter a day.
Wow.
And so this is what I'm doing. I ordered Think and Grow Rich in Spanish and I ordered Think and Grow Rich in Italian. So I'm going to read chapter 1 3 times. First day in English, second day in Spanish, third day in Italian. And then chapter 2, English, Spanish, Italian. And I'll just keep that rotation for the whole year.
Oh my
Wow.
God. We are
Doing it.
among
I'm doing
greatness.
Wait, oh,
Oh
I
my God.
aspire to be
I would love a recording of you reading the chapter in Italian.
Italian is
I've got an Italian thing that I love.
Oh my Italian Kelly is my favorite. It's so romantic. It's so
Yes.
smooth. It's so
Yeah.
poetic. I love it.
God.
I'm learning Italian just so I can say, buongiorno a tutti.
Oh,
Look
And
at
good luck. Oh my God.
what word do we know, Kelly? Pomodoro.
But well, yeah,
What is-
the Pomodoro timer that we did talk. We do talk a little Italian during the show.
Little.
And we did
Tomato.
talk about Francesco Cirillo last week.
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, I know you love Snickers, but when you go into a gas station, if you're going on a road
That's
trip, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get?
Cheetos.
What?
Cheetos.
Okay, all right.
Spicy Cheetos.
Okay. I love it. Spicy Cheetos and Snickers. There you go. And then when you go
And,
over, when you go,
and Japanese cartoons, and you don't have to feed me. I'm happy.
when you go to the cooler, are you grabbing like a Coke, a Gatorade? What do you?
Gatorade.
Okay.
The clear blue, whatever that is. That's
All
my
right.
favorite.
Good stuff. All right. Next thing, I'm going to get you with 15 this or that. It'll be a quick lightning round. You ready?
I'm ready.
Say the first thing that comes to mind. Which one do you choose?
I'm getting
Coffee.
nervous. Wait. Okay, I'm ready.
These are easy. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
And we already know how you take your coffee. Early mornings or late nights?
Late night.
Sweet or salty?
Salty. Always.
Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Book or podcast?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Book.
Workout or walk?
Walk. I'm an old lady now.
Walks
Hey,
are
my birthday
great.
was yesterday.
Walks are great. Oh, I know the answer. Planning ahead or go with the flow?
Come on, sister. I have changed my energy rhythm, but I'm
Oh,
still
yeah.
a planner.
Still the planner. Oh, the both of you would drive me wild.
And that's why I love Kelly.
Ice cream or cookies?
Ice cream once in a while.
What kind?
Pistachio.
Ooh. Do you like Dubai chocolate?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
we've talked about Dubai chocolate on the show. How great is that?
It's a gift from God.
Dubai.
Yes.
Have
Give us
everything.
chocolate.
You know what, Ericka, you're welcome back. You fit in now.
I mean,
Yay!
who
Dubai
ever
chocolate.
thought, like Dubai would be like, here you go, America. Here's some great chocolate.
Mhm.
Dining out or home cooked?
Dining out with a very small group of people.
Okay. Where do you like to go? What's your go-to restaurant?
Korean barbecue.
Ooh, okay. Dogs or cats?
Dogs, but it's still questionable.
Because you got to walk them and stuff and
But
do
the thing
things.
is that you know my background, so pets have,
Yeah.
I mean, I have dogs right now, but that's because of my sons, but I don't think I would have a pet.
Yeah.
Maybe a bird.
That'd be fun. Texting or phone calls or FaceTime?
Phone call because I'm a baby boomer.
Okay, good.
So texting is hard for me. And then I have to
Jeans?
backspace it.
Jeans or athleisure?
Ooh, at leisure.
Okay. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
And last one. This one's interesting. Lead or coach from the sidelines?
Kelly, man, it's in my DNA
a
to
hard one.
lead, but right now I'm enjoying being a coach.
Yeah.
But say, hey, everything about me is like, let's go, let's do it.
What's I think this was on one of the earlier questions. California, like Mecca fast food, amazing. I love going out, traveling out west, and there's certain fast food places or fast casual I must go to. What is your favorite California like fast food?
In and out.
Okay,
Absolutely.
add it there, in and out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you
Mhm.
do the special menu?
I do the animal style fries,
Oh yeah,
and then I put those pepper cheese or whatever those little hot thingies are chopped up inside the hamburger.
oh so good.
Delicious.
In and out rocks, man. I
Mhm.
just watch them like work all day. It's like so entertaining.
Yes.
Another one of my go-tos is Hawaiian barbecue. I love Hawaiian barbecue out there.
Oh, that's very good.
Good stuff. Okay, are we ready to get back on the trail?
Yeah.
Let's get back on. If today's conversation resonated with you, you don't have to walk your journey alone. I offer emotional intelligence assessments with personalized coaching, one-on-one mindset coaching, and leadership development for teams and organizations. You can explore all of that at kellymichellecoaching.com, linked in the show notes. And I'll leave you with this. Awareness is powerful, but support is transformational.